Hi everyone, we obviously experienced a bit of a dip in the markets in the past few weeks. As you can see here, with Bitcoin going from an all-time high of just over $108,000 down to about $92,000, with the crypto fear and greed index following suit, generally dropping over the past month or so, down to 64 on New Year's Eve, which was the lowest point since the middle of October, with the highest being on the 22nd of November when it reached 94, so extreme greed. But obviously it's still showing greed in the crypto market, and this is being maintained as well as BTC's price still at a high level, because we're looking at potentially a big 2025 coming up, with there being many reasons for being bullish about Bitcoin and about crypto. And that's what we'll be looking at in this video. So please do like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to offer more content for you in future. Stick around to the end of this video to find out what services Coin Knowledge offers and what the next video being released will be about. Just a quick reminder that nothing contained here is financial advice, and let's jump straight in. Firstly, we learned that Microstrategy, the company with the largest holdings of Bitcoin, joined the Nasdaq 100 on the 23rd of December 2024. This means that ETFs will be purchasing MSTR as part of their portfolios, and it likely has its sights set on the S&P 500 in 2025. And given MicroStrategy's large purchases and exposure to Bitcoin, this is certainly bullish for Bitcoin and crypto, as long as MicroStrategy can stay solvent when the price of BTC drops. You can see here that MicroStrategy shares increased by more than 500% in 2024, with us seeing a significant decline in December, falling about 45% from its November peak, with some calling it an unsustainable leveraged play. For example, Citra Research, who put out a post on November the 21st, calling MSTR overheated and having completely detached from BTC fundamentals. So they hedged by shorting MSTR, which may have done pretty well given the price decrease that we've just seen. Although it's fair to say that MSTR has bounced back up a bit in the past few days, upon further news of MicroStrategy planning to raise even more funds to buy more Bitcoin. Because MicroStrategy has purchased an awful lot of Bitcoin and is the company that holds the most, standing at 446,400 Bitcoin at the time of recording this video, at a value of over $43.7 billion, holding over 2.1% of the total amount of Bitcoin of the 21 million that can ever exist. We learned in the last week of 2024 that MicroStrategy bought a further 2,138 more BTC for $209 million, continuing its run of Bitcoin purchases to make this the 8th week in a row. Given the price of nearly $98,000 per Bitcoin, this has raised the average purchase price of Bitcoin by MicroStrategy to $62,428, but they're obviously not stopping there. Because while the price of Bitcoin saw a dip, as we saw at the beginning of the video, some companies have taken the opportunity to just continue buying. For example, Mara, previously known as Marathon Digital, the large Bitcoin mining company, which spent over $1.5 billion on Bitcoin in November and December, following the issuance of convertible notes, getting 15,574 Bitcoin at a value of about $98,529 per coin. This has increased its overall holdings to 44,394 BTC as of December the 18th, at a value of about $4.4 billion. Hut 8, another large Canadian Bitcoin mining firm, with its headquarters in Miami and operations in the US, announced on the 19th of December that it bought 990 BTC to take its overall Bitcoin holdings to over $1 billion. And as we're looking at large US Bitcoin mining companies, Riot Platforms bought 5,117 BTC for $510 million at an average price of $99,669 in December, taking its total BTC holdings to about $1.7 billion. Publicly traded company Cooler Technology Group purchased 217 BTC for $21 million at about $96,500. And if we look at companies based outside of the United States, Japanese investment firm Metaplanet made its largest ever Bitcoin purchase in December, buying 619.7 Bitcoin for just under $60 million, after it started buying Bitcoin in May, which brings its total Bitcoin holdings to 1,762 BTC. And Cango Inc., a Chinese New York Stock Exchange listed trading and lending platform, invested about $400 million to enter Bitcoin mining in November, and now holds 933.8 Bitcoin, worth $91 million, according to their latest Bitcoin mining update report. In fact, to summarize, 74 publicly traded companies in different countries collectively hold over 591,000 BTC, worth over $57.5 billion at the time of recording this video, with me not being able to cover every one or every country in this video. And there are many more examples we've seen in the past few months of companies purchasing Bitcoin. So the increasing institutional adoption of Bitcoin is undeniable at this point, as agreed by Steno Research, who go further by saying that they see 2025 being the best year the crypto market has ever experienced. Looking at the asset class as a whole, price appreciation, adoption, and institutional involvement, with them predicting a 150k BTC and 8k ETH. And further to that point, let's take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, because US spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded over $35 billion in net inflows in 2024, as you can see here from Farside Investors, which equates to a net inflow of $144 million every day since the ETF started, with BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, or IBIT, recording the largest net inflows in 2024 of $37.2 billion, with Fidelity second with $11.7 billion, and ARK third with $2.5 billion. And as we're looking at BlackRock, to put these large ETF inflows into some perspective, we can see that its Gold ETF took almost 20 years to hit $33 billion in assets under management, whereas their Bitcoin ETF could well double that in about 1 year. And spot Ethereum ETFs hit a record of over $2 billion in net inflows in December, nearly doubling the net inflows from November. So let's move on a bit now and look at Trump's bullish influence on the crypto market, because Trump's crypto project, owned by the Trump family, World Liberty Financial, holds crypto worth over $80 million at the time of recording this, as you can see according to Arkham, with it holding over 16,500 ETH, worth nearly $60 million, over 103 wrapped BTC, worth over $10 million, followed by USDC, Aave, Link, USDT, ENA, and Ondo. Eric Trump, Donald Trump's son and executive vice president of the Trump Organization, spoke at the Bitcoin MENA conference in Abu Dhabi and said that American-based cryptocurrencies will be exempt from taxes in the US. So if this comes into force, this could affect Bitcoin's BTC, Cardano's ADA, Algorand's Algo, Ripple's XRP, Stellar's XLM, and Hedera's HBAR. And Eric Trump also met with Michael Saylor at Mar-a-Lago very recently, putting out this post on the 3rd of January, saying, "Two friends, one passion, Bitcoin," with Saylor reciprocating and sharing the photo also, with a caption saying that Bitcoin is on the menu at Mar-a-Lago, because a lot of billionaires and very successful people have attacked or ignored crypto in its history. For example, Warren Buffett calling it rat poison squared, having no unique value, Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, calling it a fraud and that he'd shut it down, Larry Fink at BlackRock, Ken Griffin at Citadel, and even Donald Trump himself, with most of these people now having changed their tune, because remember, with the adoption of new technology, you go through different stages. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you win. Because the daily active users in crypto hit a record 18.7 million in December 2024, more than doubling from 7.7 million earlier in 2024. Bitcoin's market cap of just under $2 trillion at the time of recording this video is nearly double that of MasterCard and Visa combined, with Bitcoin becoming the 7th largest asset in the world by market cap size in 2024, overtaking Saudi Aramco, Silver, and Meta or Facebook. So where will it end up in 2025 is the question, and will it overtake many other big names here? Because this came under the backdrop of Bitcoin hitting another all-time high of over $108,000 in December, with the Bitcoin to gold ratio hitting a new all-time high also, according to a post put out by Peter Brandt here from the 16th of December. US Bitcoin ETFs that we saw earlier also, as of the 16th of December, had more assets under management than gold ETFs, according to K33 Research. even with the short amount of time they've been on the market, reaching $129 billion in net assets, with US Bitcoin ETFs breaking the $100 billion mark in November for the first time. And this is at a time where there is now less than 5.7% of Bitcoin's total supply still to be mined, ever, with less than this being active if you consider how much is unrecoverable. So further bullish news when you have large demand, as we've seen so far in this video, coupled with low and finite supply. Ethereum's total value locked also broke its all-time high from December 2021 in December 2024, 3 years later, with this dipping back below this in the recent dip that we saw, falling by about $20 billion in total value locked. We also saw, thanks to DeFi Llama, that monthly trading volume on DEXs, or decentralized exchanges, hit a record $436 billion in December 2024, surpassing the previous all-time high from 2021. Uniswap led the market, with Radium, that's on the Solana's blockchain, in second place, and PancakeSwap in third place. And let's end by looking at some predictions for 2025. And I did cover some specifically for the price of Bitcoin in my previous video that you can find a link to here and in the description if you haven't already seen it. But Vanek is predicting a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the US for 2025 with a $180,000 Bitcoin. Galaxy Research predicts Bitcoin to get to about $185,000 in 2025, led by more institutional, corporate, and nation-state adoption. Bitwise's predictions for 2025 include Kraken and Circle going public through IPOs, Coinbase could enter the S&P 500, AI agents will drive the next meme coin mania, and that Bitcoin could hit $500,000. And finally, looking ahead to 2025, the Swiss Federal Chancellery put forward a proposal on New Year's Eve to make the Swiss National Bank hold Bitcoin on its balance sheet. This proposal must get 100,000 signatures for it to go to a public referendum, and has until the end of June 2026 to reach this figure, so about 18 months. And given Switzerland's population of just under 9 million people, they would need over 1% signing petition. But there is the chance, given that Switzerland is quite advanced with Bitcoin, when you look at Lugano, where Bitcoin is relatively prevalent, and some of the banks in Switzerland that offer crypto to investors. You can find a link to this in the description of the video if you want to check it out, with this being available in German, French, and Italian, by the way. So all eyes are on what happens in the next few months, once Trump is sworn in as president. If, as we expect, more bullish news continues into 2025, this could be huge for Bitcoin and the wider crypto market. The next video being released on Coin Knowledge will be on 2 models that you can use to identify when the crypto market top might be in 2025, so keep an eye out for that one. And just a reminder that if you're interested in more of a tailored approach to your crypto education, and you think you'd benefit from having someone look over your shoulder and guide you on your journey, I do offer one-to-one coaching to those who have the desire and the means to educate themselves further. And there are links in the description where you can message me and book in a free video call to see if we'd be a good fit. You can also sign up for a free account with Coinly using the link in the description to this video, which is one of the best automated crypto tax platforms out there. If you're looking for more specific crypto tax advice based on your personal circumstances, I've partnered with a leading crypto tax company in Miner, which is part of the company Nefos, that offers other services such as wealth management, restructuring, offshoring, etc. But I'll leave a link to contact them directly in the description to this video. I've also included a link to Trezor's website in the description for anyone looking for one of the best hardware wallets or cold storage that's out there, with 2 new models released recently in the Trezor Safe 3 and Trezor Safe 5 that I did a video on recently that you can find a link to here and in the description. If you're looking for a portfolio tracker for your crypto portfolio, then I've included a link to CoinStats in the description to this video, which is the leading crypto and Bitcoin tracker on the market. And if you found this content interesting, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel, as it really does help. And have a great day.